we'll start from clone questions, right? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Now, see, I'm starting with the first clone question, right?
We have started recording. Is it okay?
It's okay. It's okay. These are clone questions, so it's okay.
Okay.
These are official questions. A project manager joins a project team, replacing a manager who left. During initial meetings, the project manager realized that the team members have different opinion about how to address a technical decision, right? Team members did not respect each other's ideas, and environment was becoming counterproductive. However, now with the new manager's leadership, the team has begun to communicate more effectively and develop some process and procedures for working together. In what phase of development is the team now? Now tell me, based on, you can reread it once again, based on the scenario, is the team
forming?
Option A, forming.
I think they are in norming stage.
See, again, they are, norming is a self-managed. Do they look, see, if you read this line, the team manager did not respect each other ideas. Team is becoming counterproductive, right? Now, see, in the forming stage, actually you show, since it's a very initial stage, you show positive side of yourself, right? Tell me, when the initially team is formed, are the relationship good or not? Initial stage, and you try to show the positive aspect of
Yes,
yourself.
it's good only.
Good only, right? But what happens slowly and slowly when the work starts coming in? Blame game, finger pointing happen or not?
Yeah.
Is it not referring to that blame game and finger pointing that happens?
Yeah, correct. But that is in past, right?
Right. So, but tell me, the team member did not respect each other. However, now, good. See, however, now the team, right? However, now the team now with the new manager's leadership, the team has begun to communicate more effectively, right? And develop some process and procedures of working together, right? So now the team is improving. So what should be the answer, guys?
This was a little confusing because from the it is something like the team was not productive, then a new manager came. Okay, so the new team is started, the team is aligned with the new manager and it is started forming according to.
No, see, forming is a very initial stage. Forming is a very, very initial stage, right? Now, what happens after forming? Storming was there, but tell me, the team transition from storming to norming based on the attributes of a project manager. See, if project manager mentors the team well, if he coaches the team well, right? If a new project manager mentors and coaches the team well, then it moves from storming to norming, right? If we manage conflicts in an unbiased manner, team will move from storming to forming. But tell me, if the new project manager, right, he himself does not mentor the team well or coaches the team well, the team would have stuck here. See, these are team building stages, but around 80 to 90% teams, they stuck here at storming level. They don't even move to norming. So norming.
But this is storming.
Norming. See, they have improved. The team has begun to communicate more effectively and develop some process and procedure of working together. They're more collaborative. So the team is transitioning from storming to norming here. The answer is C, Charlie. The team is transitioning from, right, storming to norming. So are you all agreed? Norming, Savita, is it okay now? Savi?
Yes, Pankaj.
Yeah. Now, anybody who has doubt in this question, Charu, are you okay with the answer?
Yes, Pankaj, it's fine.
Perfect. So shall we move forward? Now, I'm moving to the second question. A project is comprised of three highly dependent parts, each being completed by its own project team. The team leader, worried that conflicts might arise when the outputs from the three teams are combined, right, asks for advice. What advice should the project manager provide?
A. Option A.
Alpha.
So are you all agreeing to alpha, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Alpha. Absolutely. Alpha. Now, can we go to the next one? An unresolved conflict between a member of a third-party vendor team and a member of the project team is causing disruption. The issue is escalated to the project manager. What should the project manager do first?
Pankaj,
Yeah.
for the previous question,
Can we back? Okay, sorry. We'll go back to the previous slide.
yeah,
Perfect.
I mean, for this question, if I remember correctly, I encountered this during the test that I was given once. And if I remember correctly again, the option for this was mentioned as option D. And I was surprised why it would be D. Do we have any answer over here and like logic for that?
No, see, okay. Let me reread the question. No. See, this is wrong. D is absolutely wrong. I'll check the answer if it's D. They could see whenever there's a dependency, there should be frequent integration.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, from my perspective, also I opted for option A.
No, so I'll check. Sorry, I'll check the answer to this question once again. Right? It should be A, 100% A. Right? I'll check.
Okay, sure.
And it should be A for sure. Now. An unresolved conflict between a member of a third-party vendor's team and the member of a project team is causing disruption. The issue is escalated to the project manager. What should the project manager do first? This is a simple question, right? It's a very simple question.
Alpha.
Alpha. This is the first thing you're going to do? Absolutely. Now, the fourth one. A project team is comprised of local and virtual team members. To manage scheduling priority, conflicts among team members, the project manager, sorry, there are two people who have entered, I'm just adding them. A project team is comprised of local and virtual teams. Team members. To manage scheduling priority conflicts among team members, the project manager schedules a video conference call. Which conflict resolution technique does this demonstrate?
B.
Answer.
Bravo.
B.
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 Bravo, right? So do we all agree to Bravo?
Yes.
Yes, it's Bravo. Absolutely. Now, the project manager schedules an iteration review and learn that a few stakeholders do not approve the development of a feature. What should the project manager do first to address the issue?
B. Bravo.
So what should be the answer here? Should it be B, Bravo or not?
B. Bravo.
Bravo. Bravo. Perfect.
I think option A.
Now, for the seventh you have read so fast?
No, for 6.
Why A? It should be Bravo. See, invite project team members to brainstorm session to identify an appropriate response. Right? Now see, the situation is happening at sprint review. The project manager schedules an iteration review. Right? During sprint review, right, he learns that a few stakeholders do not approve the development of a feature. Right? What should the project manager do first? Right? Do first to address this issue. Right? So, even before he talk to the project team member, he should understand the issue, why the stakeholders are concerned.
Yeah.
Yes or no? Then only he can go to team member.
Okay. Got it.
Right? Unless and until he knows about the concern, can he go to the team members?
Mhm.
No, right? So the question is, what should the project manager do first, right? So understand this, in many questions you have do first. So you have to remember this.
Why the answer is not D, delta?
No, but why should project sponsor come for such a trivial thing? It's a sprint level issue. Right? See, again, you can't go to a sponsor for day-to-day problems. See, there is a sprint review. Some people are not approving a deliverable. Some stakeholders, maybe business stakeholders or end users or customers, they're not approving a deliverable because of some concerns. Right? So first thing is you should understand what is their concern.
Exactly.
Then you should be collaborating with the team. Right? So the correct answer should be what?
Bravo.
Right? So the correct answer should be Bravo, right? Now, can we do the sixth one?
Yeah.
Now, tell me what should be the answer. You can read it yourself, then we'll discuss.
D delta.
D delta.
Alpha can also be.
Now, see, Piyush, the reason alpha can't be the answer is because, first, see, team member has a concern, but team member can be either right or wrong, Piyush.
Yes.
Right. So first that concern need to be validated, right? Before you talk about risk register and all. So shouldn't it be delta? Right. For example, acknowledge the team member's concern immediately, continue with the schedule agenda, then privately meet with the team member to understand the concern expressed, right?
But in alpha also, it is just that it has to update the risk register to document the concern and continue.
No, see, I tell you. When I am acknowledging the team member's concern, I am respecting his viewpoint. But at least I should meet even he can be wrong, right? Even the team member can be wrong, right?
Yeah.
So acknowledging the team member's concern does not mean that, you have accepted a risk or an issue.
Okay.
Right? First meet with him. Okay, everyone's concern should be respected. Meet with him, understand what he's trying to say, right?
Okay.
Then based on the discussion, you can update or modify or discuss with other team members as required, right? So the correct answer should be delta.
Okay.
Now, certain key stakeholders are dissatisfied with the development of the key feature of a project. They express their dissatisfaction during a sprint review or iteration review meeting, right? What should the project manager do first to resolve the issue?
Bravo.
Right? First, find out the root cause. Right? First, find out. So, should it be Bravo or not? Guys, tell me, should it be Bravo? Right? So, it should be B Bravo, right? And if anyone thinks differently, please ask.
I think Pankaj, answer for this question is listed as A. what I think when I have done this.
Okay.
If you can check the solution list.
No, solution is B. It should be B. I have all the solutions here. Right? Let me see. It should be B. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me
It should be B because we have this question previously also.
Yeah. Let me
A
see.
similar question.
Let me unhide the column actually. Because see, I have hidden the column. So, right. So the correct answer is B, right?
Oh.
Right. So it's B only, right? So shall I hide it once again? Is that okay? So the correct answer is B, right? So shall we move forward? Now, during the execution of a project, a key team member is concerned with the overall. I think we have done this type of question. Have we done this? No. During the execution of a project, a key team member is concerned with overall approach documented in the project management plan.
Answer is D. We just did it.
Right, same, right? Is it exactly same? Okay. Slightly different in terms of option, right? But it's same, almost same. So we can move forward. Now, can you try
Hey,
the
Pankaj, I
next
just
question?
joined.
Yeah, no worries. It's okay. Good, Nitin. So we are doing clone questions, so you can start with this question.
Okay.
So we are doing 10th question. We're doing 10th question. A project is utilizing a third-party contractor, right? A member of the contracts team raises an issue with the member of the project team. The two individuals are not able to work together to work out a solution. The project manager is aware of the disagreement. Which type of communication should the project manager use first when contacting the vendor about this issue?
Alpha.
Yes, it should be face-to-face all the better, right? Face-to-face is the best one. So are we agreeing to alpha?
The answer is B, I think.
Yeah. Huh? Which one?
The answer is, I think, B in the answer.
No. It should be alpha. Can I check?
This is complete disagreement.
It can't be B. Sorry. A to hai, theek hai. This is A. Why are you saying B? It's a simple question.
I got confused. Sorry.
It's a very simple question. Now, 3 project teams are working on a part of a single project. The parts are highly dependent on each other. The leader of the team indicates that this might create.
We just did these questions. I mean, they are like almost same.
Almost same, right? So we can skip it, right? If it is almost same, we can skip, right? It's same, right? The answer is also A here. Now, let's try this. 12th one. A project manager has assembled a project. During initial meeting, the project manager observes that team members are getting to know each other, feeling excited and positive about the project. and have not been told about the specific detail of the project. In what phase? This should be easy question, but important.
Forming.
Forming. Yes.
Forming.
This is forming, actually. Charlie, right? This is forming, Savi. Savi, this is forming, right? So you can, there was some confusion, right, on forming and norming with you. Now, the atmosphere is tense. In the sprint planning review, the agile team members are visibly unhappy. One of them kicks a chair and shouts at a product owner that just doesn't make sense. Which two actions should the project manager take in this situation? Now, see, in this case, we have two options to be chosen, not one. Now, let me show you the fifth option also, right? Just a second. There should be 5 options, so I'm just reducing the size so that you can see all the options. Can you see the option E also now? Now, in this scenario, what should the agile project manager do? What should be the answer? You have to choose 2 correct options, right? It is to choose 2. You have to choose 2 correct options, guys.
I think it is B
Bravo
and D.
and
Bravo and Delta.
E. I think E.
C and E.
Echo and Bravo.
See, echo is absolutely correct. Echo is a facilitate by asking team to suggest way. See, echo is absolutely correct. Right? Now, see again, you know, when I say calm all the present by asking them to call on their emotions. See, emotional intelligence takes a lot of time to build. Right? Emotional intelligence, you know, is not a one-shot kind of an event.
Charlie and Echo.
Right? Charlie intervened, giving 1 uninterrupted minute to each person present to state their case so that you can understand the situation better, right?
Charlie and Echo.
So it should be Charlie and Echo. See, emotional intelligence cannot solve things immediately because it's a kind of an instant issue that need to be resolved, right? See, emotional intelligence, you know, becomes better and better based on experience, based on continuous mentoring and coaching. It takes time, it takes a while, right? Now, so the correct answer should be Charlie and Echo. We have to
Why
resolve.
not Delta?
See, reprimanding in public is considered unethical, right, by PMI. Reprimand the member who kicked the chair with a warning, right? This is considered unethical, right? But in the real time, tell me, in the real time environment, will D happen or not?
Yes, it will happen.
It will be Delta.
Right? It will be Delta. But again, you know, see, principally or ideally, we should follow Charlie and Echo.
So Pankaj, when we are saying Charlie, right, we are giving just 1 minute, and I mean things are heating up already, right? So do you think like 1 minute should be good enough time, because like people are going to repeat their things for that 1 minute only, right?
First, see, the only thing is, you know, first I want to listen to all of you so that I understand the problem, right? It is now, see, you know, 1 minute is less, but again, you know, suppose I ask you, you know, you have only 6 options, and out of them you have to choose 2.
Yeah, so when we are saying emotional intelligence, we are not asking to build that emotional intelligence during that meeting, right? It's a continuous journey that the project manager was doing for maybe months, right? So he knows everyone's like you know, weakness and their like strength. So he'll call upon the team members based on those ideas, and then he'll try to calm down all the team members.
See, I'll tell you, you know, when I say if you read the question, the atmosphere is tense. Correct, in the sprint planning review, right?
Yeah.
The agile team members are visibly unhappy. One of them kicks a chair and shouts at the product owner. That does, you know, see, the whole statement shows that emotional intelligence is weak. Yes or no? Does this
emotional intelligence is basically I wouldn't call it weak, though. I would like to learn more, like how we are saying emotional intelligence is weak.
See, you know, emotional intelligence is about self-awareness, right? It's about self-regulation, right? See, self-awareness is understanding your emotions, what makes you feel excited, right? What makes you feel angry, right? What makes you feel nervous, and then regulating your emotions accordingly, right? But when you say team is visibly unhappy, right? One of them kicks a chair and shouts. Doesn't it show that they are weak on emotional intelligence, right? See, in life there can be so many things that makes you excited, so many things that will make you feel sad, so many things will feel you disturbed, right? Nervous. A person with a matured or relatively high emotional intelligence will not get disturbed. His behavior will remain same.
So see, if we consider this scenario, right, maybe it is taking more than, the time we are expecting, but if person in the meeting is kicking a chair and shouting at the product owner, and if I'm giving him a 1 minute's time, right, do you think he'll talk logically within that 1 minute's time frame?
No, he will not. He will not. Right. First is, at least you
would
should
it make any
understand
sense to would it make any sense to like give them a minute's time, even if it is uninterrupted?
Now see, C and E will work together, not standalone. C followed by C, it should be E, right? And tell me, what is if C and E doesn't work? What is the way?
I mean, to me, I'm not saying that C won't work. C definitely may, I mean, not definitely, but may work, and then E would work. But I think C should be followed by B. This is what I'm thinking. Only if they are calmed down, then only they can think logically, and then only they can speak like logically, and then they can come to a conclusion. Then they can come to suggest ways basically.
See, my suggestion would be C and E. Followed by this, there should be a long-term plan for emotional intelligence improvement.
Okay.
C and E followed by some training, coaching, mentoring on emotional intelligence.
Okay. Okay.
Right. Because I think, see, EQ to build good EQ is far difficult as compared to build, than IQ. See, you can acquire skills by putting efforts, you can know more and more. But tell me, be emotionally calm even in the most difficult situation. Is it so easy to build? Be emotionally calm in very, very difficult circumstances. Is it so easy?
No, it's not easy. And that's why we are seeing, Pankaj, that, as a manager, I would know each of my team members' weakness and strength, right? Yeah. So based on that, I can basically know the different ways through which I can calm down each and every team member, right? I know person A would be, if I suggest him that let's...
I agree. See, what I am saying is after C and E, right, we can follow B. देखो, मैं आपको थोड़ा सा बताता हूँ यार, बड़े बड़े ऋषि देखे, राइट, जो हम आजकल देखते हैं, हमने सदगुरु देखे, राइट, हमने श्री श्री रविशंकर देखे, राइट, देखो ये सारे देयर रिलेटिवली वेरी पॉजिटिव नेम्स, बट ये लोग भी एक लेवल के बाद जब ट्रिगर बढ़ता है ना, तो ये लोग भी दे आल्सो लूज पेशेंस.
हाँ, करेक्ट. बल्कि आपके इससे मुझे एक चीज याद आ रही है, इफ आई एम अलाउड टू स्पीक, जो हमारे न्यूज चैनल होते हैं उसमें डिबेट होती है, राइट, तो उसमें अलग अलग पार्टी के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स आते हैं, राइट, और एक टाइम पे बहुत हीटेड अप वो हो जाता है, ठीक है. तो जो न्यूज एंकर होता है वो पहले सबको काम डाउन कराता है उनकी डिफरेंट टेक्निक्स पे, राइट, एंड देन ही गिव देम एन अनइंटरप्टेड 30 सेकंड्स और अ मिनट टाइम, और फिर उनसे वो सॉल्यूशन, किसी जो प्रॉब्लम होती है उसका सॉल्यूशन पूछता है. तो इजंट इट लाइक बी, सी एंड ई जनरली? नहीं,
देखो काम तो कराता है, वो काम तो इसमें भी करा रहा है, फैसिलिटेट करने में या यहाँ पे इंटरव्यू में ही काम कराएगा. लेकिन देखो ये जो काम कराने के बाद वो कुछ कोच वो उसको बाद में after the meeting is over, because these people, these journalists have a separate rapport with politicians also. He might call them and he might give them a feedback that they might have to work on some areas like emotional intelligence, right? But ये ऐसे आसानी से हो नहीं पाता है. It is not so easy to build.
Okay.
Right? See, I personally feel it's very difficult, right? And for some people it becomes extraordinarily difficult. Therefore, you might have seen people in the organizations who are very good in their skills, but they end up fighting with everyone. Right? So, and generally it happens because of lack of emotional intelligence, emotional maturity. Right? So, what I would say is, Charlie, Echo, followed by that, right? There can be a parallel work on, improving the emotional intelligence of the people.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Yeah.
Now, an efficient, empowered, agile innovation team does not understand why required approvals from the legal department are allowed to delay their progress. Eventually, the team confronts the product owner in a heated exchange. The product owner replies that the approval are needed to check for existing patents, which would block the product from going to market. How should the project manager prevent such conflicts? So what should be the answer?
B,
B,
bravo.
right? Absolutely bravo, right? Ensure that product owner can be easily approached to respond to the team's question and concern, right?
Sorry to interrupt. Can you increase this font size by at least 100?
अभी कर दूंगा. देखो अनिल बीच बीच में मेरे को रिड्यूस करना पड़ेगा ये.
हाँ.
Because some questions have 5 and 6 options, so I'm again.
Okay, it's okay. Yeah.
No, now it is okay. See, I can, Is it okay now?
Yeah, better.
Right. So I have to reduce it when questions with 5 options.
Okay. All right.
So we were doing question number 14, right? So are we all agreeing to bravo as the answer? So should B be the answer, guys? If anyone thinks differently, please let me know. Now, so I think everybody agrees to B. So let's go to the next question. Now, try to answer 15. You can read 15th and answer on your own.
D, delta.
Okay, Isha says delta, right? Okay.
C, Charlie.
I think it can be A.
C, Charlie.
See, I'll tell you what. See, you have to read this to answer, right? You have to read this one, this line.
A balanced way, right?
Now, tell me if you read this line. Isha, can you rethink about your answer based on this line? The marketing director suggested devoting a constant 40% of the team effort to 4 niche units in a balanced way. See, out of 6, the problem is with 4.
Yes, Pankaj.
And marketing director is saying that to devoting a constant 40% of the team effort to 4. So should it be C or Charlie?
A, right?
Now see, if I say a group user stories by unit, select 40% of the niche story to no. See, listen this. This is the thing. The complaint is that the four niche market units complain they are neglected because team does not prioritize based on their goal. They only prioritize on mainstream goal. Then the solution that is selected by marketing director is the marketing director suggests a devoting constant 40% of the team effort to this four niche unit. That means each niche unit will get 10%, right? So it's not split the stories into mainstream is not required. See, only we have to distribute across niche ones. So C is the answer, Charlie. Right? Is that okay?
Yeah.
So can we go to the next ones?
Bravo.
Now, is the stakeholder bypassing the process?
Yeah, he should come through change request.
He's bypassing the product owner, right, and creating a kind of a disruption, right? So there should be a the workflow. The correct answer is you are right. B, bravo, right? Meet with the executive and the product owner to agree on the workflow, right? So the correct answer is B, right?
Shouldn't he come through change request, Pankaj?
No, but again, in this case, basic workflow is being bypassed, right? See, if there is any change, right? If there is any new requirement, he should go to actually in Agile, he should go to product owner first, right?
But Pankaj, this workflow must be there in the stakeholder management plan. Then the option should be A. Na? They should escalate it directly.
No. See, the question is, now see, you are saying escalate to ensure that executive no longer interface with the team. Now see, you can't, this is too abrupt actually. See, why not to meet with executive and clarify? Why to have a conflict with the important stakeholder? See, this stakeholder is important. Why should I have see, if I can resolve it like this with minimum conflict, why should I escalate?
My only concern was the workflow was there initially and he interrupted it. So they should directly escalate it. Like they should not happen
But
again.
at least, see, it might be possible that R&D executive might not be aware of it. Now tell me, which is a better way? See, if somebody is directly coming to a team requesting them work, right? He might be somebody from customer side, right? And he is bypassing you. So the first resolution would be to talk to him that this is not the right process, right?
Okay.
So first, at least talk to him. Then escalation. Now, if it is repeated despite this meeting, if it does not get resolved, then you are right. You may have to resort to option A, right? But first, try this, and it should work.
Okay.
Now, next question is yes. In the next question, also we have two options. So shall I reduce the size so that you can see all the options? There is no E option. Yeah, so there is no option D, E, only B and D. Now, what should be the answer for this?
Bravo and Delta.
So are we all agreeing to Bravo and Delta?
Why not Charlie?
No, time. See again, Yogesh, what is the problem here? What is the issue?
He's not interfering in the team like.
No, this is the issue. Right? I'm highlighting with a red line. Unfortunately, the project manager is having difficulty by obtaining consistent input due to lack of participation. So is lack of participation a problem or not?
Yes.
See, project manager requires a lot of participation, but there is a lack of participation, right? So this requires a project manager to display servant leadership. Means, he has to be, he should tell stakeholders, he should mentor or coach the stakeholders on why their involvement is very, very important, right? Plus, he should use effective facilitation technique. If stakeholder requires anything from his side, he should facilitate that, right?
And the time box meetings are not.
No, see, forget about meetings, right? The question here is they're not involving. A project manager needs stakeholder involvement, right? In order to identify strategic and operational assumption and constraint for the project. But the problem is, unfortunately, the project manager is having difficulty obtaining consistent input due to lack of participation, right? Lack of participation is the issue here, right? So this can be resolved by being a servant leader and using effective facilitation technique. It should be Bravo and Delta, right? Time box meeting, see, even if there are time box meeting, but nobody is coming and participating, what value add it would bring, right? Now, can we do 18th?
Pankaj, in last question, there was a statement, use political awareness techniques. Can you please elaborate? What are those?
See, there is nothing called as, political awareness is important, but there is nothing called as political awareness technique, right? See, you should be aware about the stakeholders, the relationships, the power influence within the organization, right? You should be aware
But
of
specifically, there are not any techniques which we need to address and which we need to know now. Yeah, thanks.
Now, can we try this? 18th.
Be Bravo.
So, do you all agree? Be Bravo. If it is easy, we can go ahead with B, because Be Bravo is the answer for this.
Be Bravo.
So, do we all agree with Be Bravo?
Yes.
Right? Anybody who has doubt?
Is it Bravo only or is it different?
I'm just saying. Yeah, the answer should be Bravo, right?
Okay.
Because this, team, this can create to a bigger issue, right? Recently, a team member told the new project manager that another team member has been complaining about how the project is being managed, right? Right? Such statements, right, can create problems if they're not stopped, right? Now, 19th. A project manager is working on multiple projects, right? One project has new team members and is in early stages. The project's The other projects are in various state of execution for the next few weeks. How can the project manager develop the new project team over next few weeks?
Alpha.
So are you agreeing? So should it be alpha or delta?
Delta.
Delta is actually a way
Is it
issues
possible
can
that
resolve.
when he's into multiple projects?
Now see the question. A project manager is working on one project, has new team members and is in early stages, right? So our focal point is a new team or not?
Yes.
Right. So the question is, how can the project manager develop the new project team over next few weeks, right? How can the project manager develop the new team over next few weeks? This is the question.
By more interaction between them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a face-to-face personal conversation. So they have their relationship then. We avoid the chaos.
So tell me,
They can also help in building the team by creating a set of rules, how they are going to work, what is the social contract that they are maintaining.
Tell me, what is not so good about D? See, are we there to build healthy and good relationships or effective working relationships while working in the project? Dekho, are we there when we are a part of project team? Are you there to love people working with you? Or you should be there to build effective working relationship? Tell me.
Effective
working relationship, right? You are not there to build, right?
Yeah.
Personal relationships there, right?
Yes.
That is see, when you are in an office or when you are in a work, you're supposed to build professional relationship, right? So tell me, what should be the answer? Alpha or delta?
Alpha may be good, but I'll opt for the delta.
See, actually, help team members create a set of agreed. See, first of all, team should collaborate and create work or social contract that encourages team cohesion. So, see, there is a gap. See, again, sometimes, we develop a relationship which can have an adverse impact, see, on the project. So I think, Piyush, you might be understanding the difference between A and D. See, ultimately, yes, we want congenial relationship, good relationship, but it should be effective working relationship, professional relationship.
Yes. Right?
So I think you're trying to say A, but
no, I'm trying to say delta. What I'll say, Pankaj, my way of working is not work from home. I'll prefer work from office just because it helps me have a face-to-face interaction.
That's okay. So I think you also go by alpha.
Yeah.
You also go by alpha only, right?
Okay.
See, many times you might have seen, there are smoking friends, right?
Yeah,
who go frequently out, right? But if they do it beyond a limit, right, the relationships might be very good, but it can be
impact on the project.
It can have an adverse impact on the project, right? So the correct answer should be alpha.
Okay.
Now, can we go to 19th? Now, try 19th yourself.
Charlie.
So do you all agree, Charlie, for this? This is tricky though. This is very tricky question actually. Isha, didn't you find it difficult?
Yes, but I opted for Charlie C because this team member C has worked with project sponsor. So he can make use of his references and can help the project manager to work on the task effectively and efficiently. So that's why I opted for Charlie.
Charlie only.
Charlie. Do you all agree, Charlie?
Charlie. Yeah, Charlie.
Charlie, right? It's Charlie, absolutely. Now, 21st. A project's daily stand-up meeting are long, right? Often lasting more than 2 hours. So absolutely wrong process, right? The project team uses the stand-up meeting for extended discussion about resolution to project obstacle. What should the project manager do to improve the daily stand-up meeting?
Delta.
Delta.
So do we all agree to Delta?
Yes, Pankaj.
Right? This is the role of actually project manager, Scrum Master, right? Now, leaders of high-performing project teams dash team member skills and knowledge and keep the team members dash throughout the project. Fill in the blanks with the correct set of response.
A alpha.
Alpha.
Well, yeah, nurture and motivate.
Alpha.
Right? Alpha, absolutely. 23rd, a project manager is having difficulty obtaining consistent input from stakeholders and needs their input to identify assumptions and constraints. Right? How can the project manager improve stakeholder engagement?
Delta.
Delta, right? See, project manager is for facilitation, so it's effective facilitation techniques, right? Delta. Now we have to choose 2. So, I'm reducing the size so that you can see option E also, guys. Right? I think all the options are available. Now, can you read this much?
Not clearly, Pankaj.
Not okay. Okay. Let me try to increase a bit. Is it sufficient?
Yeah.
Yeah, better.
Now, if there are 2 correct answers, the agile team is composed of highly skilled product design engineers. Right? Their reputation for quality and speed has earned them new duties in the concept development for new products, but team output in his new role has fallen steeply compared to their design work. Which 2 measures are more effective to improve team productivity in this case?
Alpha and Delta.
Delta is absolutely correct. Now tell me, because see, now you can't create creativity. See, there is nothing called as creativity spike. But again, now they are the part of the team. Right? You have already taken a decision before doing any spike.
Echo can be good. Delta and echo.
Delta is okay. Right? Echo says boost motivation.
Bravo.
Motivation won't help. See, they are skills can help.
Bravo. What about Bravo and Delta?
So the best option would be Bravo and Delta.
What is a D-shaped profile?
See, T-shaped means generalizing specialist, people who are very good in one skill, plus apart from that, they can do other work also. For example, a solid Java programmer can be a good business analyst. An excellent Java programmer can be a good business analyst, right? And a good quality guy also. He can, if required, he can do business analysis work also and testing work also. Right? So option D is okay. Now, see, the question is which two measures are most effective, right? And the next option would be seek creative thinkers to mentor the team. Now, tell me, is the problem? The people are highly skilled, but one of the key problem is that these specialists are out of their comfort zone. So many times when you are out of the comfort zone, you feel it very difficult to manage. Tell me, a person may be competent, but if he has to make some change, if he has to accept a change, is it so easily acceptable? Yes or no?
Yeah, it might be difficult to accept the changes.
Right. So, since now mentoring and diversifying the team so that it is more cross-functional is the most efficient measure here, right? So I think a little bit of mentoring will help that you can do it.
I have one question, Pankaj, on option A.
Yeah, sure. See,
so Spike is like a POC, right?
Spike is like, failing fast. Now, see, but you didn't do Spike. See, Spike means, you would have given a small amount of new work to these people, right? If they had failed, you would not have continued with them, right? If they passed, you would have continued, but that period is over. See,
okay.
They have a reputation of quality and speed, right? And you gave them a new role without any kind of spike, right?
Got it, Pankaj.
Right. Now, 24th, right? Sorry, 25th we have to do. Now we can again increase the size. That's good. The agile team excels at solving technical problems, but when the product owner requests creative or business-related ideas, the team falls silent. Is this a problem?
Charlie?
Absolutely. Because see, in agile, we talk about cross-functional team, T-shaped team, right? So the correct answer is C, Charlie. Yes, lack of diversity will limit the team's adaptability, right? Absolutely right, Charlie. Is that okay? Is that okay, guys? Now, in this question, we have to choose 3 options, right? So I am just reducing the size again. Now, can you see all the 3 options? Now, try it yourself first. We have to choose 3 as mentioned in the question. So answer carefully. This is a good and important question. So answer it very, very carefully.
Echo can be one of the options.
Yes, echo can be definitely one. Yes, echo is definitely one. Yes, 100% sure.
B and C can be other two.
B, Bravo, the team member avoid direct. B can be echo and Bravo 100% sure, right? Bravo and echo are 100% sure. Now, what did you say apart from Bravo and echo, Isha?
Charlie.
Pankaj, can we see F also? There is
no F. Only
one option. Okay.
No, out of these 6 options, we have to accept 3. Now, Charlie, team members raise impediments they are unable to eliminate, which is okay. See, team should raise impediments, right?
This is expected.
Alpha
makes sense, right? The team members avoid taking on challenging tasks. Is it a restriction on the way towards agile? Right? This is also a challenge. See, agile want people to take challenging tasks, right? If the team members have a tendency to avoid taking challenging tasks, right? Courage is one of the area, right, which should be displayed. So A, yes, is the answer. So the correct answer should be alpha, right? Bravo and echo, right? Alpha, Bravo, echo are the 3 situations he has to consider for making successful transition, right? He has to resolve these 3 issues, right? Alpha, Bravo, echo are the key things that need to be taken care of. These issues need to be resolved, right? If you're transitioning to agile. Is that fine, guys? So shall I move to the next question? Let's increase the size of the font. Now, what should be the next one? An agile team needs to decide who should represent them in a scrum of scrums, right? Scrum of scrum is, right, coordination between multiple scrum teams. Which criteria should a project manager use to select the best suited team members, right? For example, see, if there is a meeting, scrum of scrum is to manage dependencies between various scrum teams, guys. Now, in these meetings, some nominated members of each scrum team will go, right? Now, which criteria should a project manager use to select the best suited team members?
Alpha.
So should it be alpha or not? Because since we are talking about interdependencies, it should be alpha. How well the member knows work in the other teams, right? It should be alpha.
Now, how long they have been working is not correct.
No. Why should it be correct? See, we have discussed, Yogesh, we discussed scrum of scrums. Scrum of scrum is to discuss the dependencies between the teams. So if we have to discuss dependencies between the team, how much do you understand about those dependencies is more important.
It knows the work in that.
Yeah, who all are working on whatever dependency is more important, right? Now, 28th. Now, while monitoring progress of the agile team, the project manager notices that an expert member's output is much lower compared with other of the junior team member, right? So the problem is discussed in the first 3 lines, right? Now, this is a surprise as the expert work diligently on most complex tasks and always produce defect-free result. Now, which is the most likely explanation for the developer's low output?
Charlie?
It's D delta.
Yeah, B.
D delta.
Okay, so some people have answered
Delta D.
D.
Okay. So D or C?
Looks like Charlie to me.
Charlie.
So you mean, see, Charlie means unrealistic estimation. See, tell me, if estimation goes wrong, then also the result can be wrong.
Yeah.
In this case, he's talking, or see again, in the question, when we are talking about this expert member, everything is spoken positive about him, right?
Mhm.
And he has proven positive, he has proven good, he has proven good results. So the best answer can be, the estimates of the story given to him. The estimation may be flawed.
Pankaj, there is one statement which says, and this is a surprise as the experts works diligently on the most complex tasks and always produces defect-free results. If somebody is producing defect-free results, then the person has to conduct tests. I mean,
Yes.
I couldn't find anything which says that there is something about the story point estimates which are being low. Although there is being some indication in the question itself, which talks about that the expert uses test-driven programming approach. So, I mean, does it make sense that it could be D?
See, I'll tell you what, even if he runs more tests, see, testing, when you do estimation in Agile, the testing is also included within the estimates. Right? The testing is also included in the estimates. So whether he runs less tests or more tests, the provisioning of estimates, the provisioning of testing would be there in the estimates itself.
Okay.
Right? So that's why the answer is C. The story point estimates on the expert work are consistently too low, right? This can lead to this problem. Now, 29. The project management office wants to offer constant reporting across the dozen of agile projects running concurrently. They want to use information radiators to share progress status and key lesson learned. How can this be best achieved?
Alpha?
Alpha.
Alpha.
Alpha, right?
Alpha.
Is alpha okay?
Yeah.
Right. Now, just a second. Now you can try this one.
Alpha.
Now, see, just one thing, I'll go towards this. In the previous question,
Charlie.
so in the previous question, the answer is okay, A, that's correct. But there is, if you look at this B, right? If you look at option B, what is fishbowl window? We didn't discuss this term fishbowl window, right? What is a fishbowl window? Have you heard of fishbowl?
Fishbowls.
See, a fishbowl window. What is that? See, a fishbowl window is like a long-lived video conferencing link between various locations in which
Problem solving techniques.
right. See again, a fishbowl window is a conference link, right? It's a long-lived video conferencing link between the various locations in which the team is dispersed. Right? Is that okay? Is that okay, guys? Now let's go back to the previous question. So we were doing this, right? Now the last three iterations showed a trend of increasingly prolonged test work, right? Which activity should the project manager plan to address the root cause? So what should be the answer of this? Right, 30. So what should be the answer for this? Which one?
Charlie.
Alpha.
This is challenging, tough question, right?
Address the root cause.
Alpha would be the solution of the prolonged testing work. But here we have to address what's the root cause that is taking the time, isn't it?
Yes. Now tell me, the last three agile iterations showed a trend of increase. Now tell me, when the requirements are complex, right? If the requirements are complex and are not broken or decomposed properly, will the testing effort be more or not?
Yes.
Right. See, it is about addressing the root cause, right? Even if we adopt test automation, right, it may not impact, right? And there are certain things which cannot be tested by automation, right? Tools.
Charlie, see.
So, see, even if we do paired testing, it won't help.
We should replan the testing iterations.
Because we have to find the root cause. So the answer is D.
D, delta.
Delta is the answer actually.
Backlog refinement.
See, if you are, if your user stories are properly decomposed, right? If they are as per the definition of ready, if the quality criteria is clearly stated, right? There is no ambiguity, and the user stories are small, right? With less amount of dependencies, such things will not happen, right? So, and you refine the user stories with the backlog refinement. So the correct answer should be D, delta, right? first. After 3 agile iterations, I think you have done this, right?
No, this is different.
After 3 agile iterations showed a trend of increasingly prolonged test work, the team performed an intensive backlog refinement, right? What metrics means dimension or variable or data would show the problem was effectively addressed. Now, this is a straight question, right? This is easier. This is easier than
Charlie?
Charlie. Stories completed per iteration, right? So, if the corrective action has been implemented properly, then the stories completed per sprint or iteration will be more, right? C is the answer for this. Now, can we do 30-second question? The project manager receives a progress report showing that Agile project is not on track. Since all the work was deliberately selected and sequenced to meet higher level objective, the project manager is surprised by the report. In the future, how can the project manager prevent this type of miscommunication?
Option B, Bravo.
Delta.
Alpha.
Either alpha or delta.
Now, can somebody explain me the question first? What is the question? What is the question here?
This agile project is not on track as
Right.
per the progress report.
As per the progress report, right? Absolutely.
All the works which we are done in the
Bidhai
project
yahan pe.
was
I think the report will be created based on the items as the team is reporting them. Or like what
See, it talks about some form of miscommunication.
delta.
Delta.
The agile project is not on track. It means that the stories completed each increment are not on the mark. So we have to ensure a contingency reserve to cover these issues.
Bravo or Delta?
Shouldn't it be Charlie, Pankaj? Because
Iteration.
looks like the item that was selected were as per the expectation and everything was done, but report is showing that the project is not on track, which means maybe a miscommunication in the item that have been reported.
Number of stories per cycle are not up to the mark. It means that they are less. So the communication is also not proper. How to say that, Pankaj?
So guys, what should be the answer? So what should be the answer, guys?
Delta.
See, now there is a miscommunication or not?
Yeah, there should be some agile principles they are not followed. That's why it was not on track.
Right? And there is a miscommunication also or not?
Yeah.
So how the miscommunication can be resolved, right? Let's start from, let's read both D, C, B, and A. D. Provide early training and ongoing mentoring about agile approach for the project team. Right? But are you in the middle of the project or somewhere more than middle of the project or not?
In the middle of the project we are.
Yeah.
It has already started.
Right. So it has already started, right? So can we reject D option?
Yes.
Right. We can reject the D. Right. Now, option C. Option C. Ensure that the team is trained to use the agile process reporting system. Now, should it be C?
Yes.
It depends on Pankaj if the work is not going slow or the work is not being communicated properly. How do we know that?
Say that again, Yogesh.
So it depends that either the work is not going properly smoothly in the regular speed or it is not being reported properly. So how do we know that?
Both can be there actually. Both can
Yeah.
be there. They have not given the picture completely. So we have to answer based on whatever is given to us.
Option B can also be then.
Right. So let's see. So far we have not answered anyone, right? If we look at C, ensure that team is trained to use agile process reporting system, right? Will it help in this situation? Tell me, will it help?
Yeah, it will help.
I think it should, Pankaj.
But even if burn up charts and burn down charts are not properly updated on regular basis, right? Will it work? So plus, if there is no, if the proper collaboration is not there between the team, will it work? See, it's not only about reporting, it's about proper collaboration also.
Yeah, but I mean, if they are not reporting, see, it is about miscommunication, right? The project is on track, but it is showing not on track, right? So it's all about reporting, how we are reporting them as a team. If we don't understand the agile process reporting system, this miscommunication will happen, right?
But the issue can also be that the project is not going on track. Actually, the work is being hampered.
It is going on track. This is what it is saying, that this is a miscommunication, right? At the bottom, the question mark, it says it is a miscommunication. So project is on track, but report shows this is not.
Tell me one thing. Tell me one thing. In this situation, right? In this project, who is the person actually who has created the initial plan, right? Who has sequenced the work, right? Tell me who has, based on the question, who has sequenced the work, who has created the plan?
Project manager.
Right? So should he be creating the plan or the team be creating the plan? Should he be creating the team, right?
Yes.
Now, can I say for agile projects, rather than a project manager selecting and sequencing work, right? Higher level objectives are explained, right? And the team members are empowered to self-organize specific tasks as a group to best meet those objectives?
Yes.
Right? See, because if the team is self-organized, the plan that will be created will be much more practical or not. Right? And with the proper, they will be, so the correct answer should be AL. See, the problem here can be planning also. Is planning a problem here or not? See, tell me, if I create a plan and give it my team to perform, is it highly likely that my team may lag behind the plan? If I create a plan, without the buy-in of the team, I'll say, okay, this is the plan you have to follow. And instead of this, if team creates a plan on their own, right, with the proper buy-in, right, they will be on track. Chances are more that they will be on track. So in this case, the question is around this. The question is more around this. So you have to read this statement more carefully.
But again, Pankaj, the work has already started.
Yeah, work has already started. Now, all the work was deliberately selected and sequenced to meet higher level project objectives. The project manager is surprised by the report, right? So, the team may not, it seems, because there is a delay, right? There is a miscommunication. It seems.
So, again, they will have to create the higher level objectives.
Yeah. Is that
Am I
okay?
right?
Yeah. Is that okay?
I kind of not agreeing to this, like why exactly is this, we are seeing option A.
See, the reason why I'm not, see, you can look at this, see, go through all the options. First of all, let's only focus on the questions. What is the problem with the question? What is the issue here? One issue is the project manager has deliberately selected some work sequence and given it to the team, right? There is a delay. There's a delay. Now, in this situation, will contingency reserve help me? No, contingency reserve won't help me, right? This is a issue with the planning, not contingency risk. Contingency reserves are to respond to risks, not to manage these kind of issues, right? Contingency reserves are to respond to risks, not to manage issues, right? Like this. Second, ensure that, tell me, even if the planning is done by somebody else, will Agile report? Even C or D won't help here, right? Do you think C and D will help? Right?
So what do we mean by Agile process reporting system, Pankaj? Can we mute someone who's
Yeah.
Please. Yeah, there's a background noise. Please take care of it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. So I was asking, like, what is Agile process reporting system?
See, I think they are referring to burn up and burn down charts and information radiators.
Okay. So suppose if I'm not updating my, let's say, Jira dashboard, right, properly as a team, right? I'm not moving the stories timely, right? So the team is working on the stories, but
actually, I'll tell you what. There is no delay here. Sorry. There is a delay here. There is no flaw with the reporting mechanism. See,
it is not explicitly mentioned that there is a delay, right? It says that report says it is not on track. Though everything
the project manager received. Yeah, but there is a proper progress report, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Now then they have said this, which I marked in red line.
Correct.
right? Now, then they say, in the future, how can project manager prevent this type of miscommunication?
So, I mean, I can also interpret it this way, that first line, which is in black, says that progress report comes, which is negative, which says the project is not on track, right? The part in red, says, can I? Hanji.
Sorry, the reason I'm interrupting you is, see, there's a issue from the way question has been framed from PMI side also, right? Why? I'll tell you. They have used the word in the future. How can project manager prevent this type of miscommunication, right? Should it be a miscommunication or should it be an issue? See,
that's why I'm saying it. If it is mentioned as miscommunication, it means the project is on track, but in report it shows not on track. So this is what the miscommunication is, and that's why I'm mentioning that. So C could be a correct answer in this case.
Yeah, this is a problem with the PMI also. This question should be issue, right? Not, see, the question should be framed like this. In future, how can the project manager prevent this type of issue, right? Is that okay? Is that okay, guys?
Yes.
So, right, can we take a 15 minutes break? Then we'll start at 12:20.
Okay.
Right, let's take a...
Pankaj, what is the answer for this question?
The answer for this question is A alpha. Support self-organization for the project team and help them provide buy-in for the project. See, the project manager has not collaborated with anybody. He has created a plan and thrown to the team, right? Now, the thing is, the question is framed slightly wrong. The question should be, in future, how can the project manager prevent this type of a issue, right? It should not be miscommunication, right?
Okay.
So we are taking a break, right? We'll rejoin at around...
What is left? What all we shall be covering in second half?
Right, we'll do some questions and then we'll talk about 3 different types of organizations, right? Weak, matrix, right? And within matrix, strong. Sorry, we'll talk about functional organizations, metric organization, projectized organizations, right? A very simple topic.
Are we covering MS project topics also?
No, because have you practiced whatever we have done? Because other MS project topics will be very, very complex. So first practice whatever we have done, then we'll, right? And if you have any issue, you can meet me at my office also, right?
Okay. So, I mean, do we have that class on next week also?
See, we can do. See, because MS project is something I can only progress based on what you have done so far, right?
Okay.
That's so.
Pankaj, you're supposed to provide that templates.
Sorry, man. Today for sure.
I already shared my email address to you.
Yeah, I'll do.
Yeah, please. Yeah, thank you.
Manager respond to this concern.
Bravo.
So do we all agree to Bravo? It's a straightforward Bravo, right? Are we agreeing to Bravo B?
Yes, Bravo.
Perfect, Bravo. Now the next one. Now in the next one, we have 3 options which are correct, right? We have to choose 3. So I'm just reducing the font, right? I think 4 options will suffice though, right? It's okay. You have to choose between these 4 options only. So let's not open option E. A cross-functional team on a project B reports a delay in developing a prototype. The project manager believes that the cause is lack of knowledge in a specific required skill on the team, right? In which 3 ways can the project manager prevent the situation on the future project? So we have to figure out 3 correct options out of the 4 given.
Option B.
B, C, and D.
So do we all agree to B, C, and D, guys?
Yeah.
right? So it's B, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta, right? Straight answer, right? Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. Now, 35th question. A project manager notices that the team member A seems more unhappy after every team meeting. After looking into the situation, the project manager finds out that the team member A is not making progress on a key activity. This has an impact on the critical path. Team member A also feels that they are not in a correct role within the project team. What should the project manager do?
Bravo.
So are we agreeing to Bravo? Meet the team member A to discuss what they can contribute based on the strength, right? So should it be Bravo, guys?
Yes, it's Bravo.
Bravo, right? 36th. A customer requests a change in the technical approach for a product in development. The project manager learns about this request during a recurring project review. How should the project manager respond? A customer requests a change in the technical approach for a product development. The project team learns about the request during a recurring project review. How should the project manager respond?
Charlie.
Charlie, C.
Okay.
Bravo.
Okay. So some people have said Bravo and some people have said Charlie. Should it be Bravo or Charlie? Tell me, should it be Bravo or Charlie? Now, see, you have to remember one thing, right? It's a change in the technical approach. Now, if it is change in the technical approach, should the team be empowered or should project manager be involved here to discuss pros and cons?
Team.
Team, right? And you know, in this, if you look at C, who is selecting the best approach? The team or the project manager?
Project manager with stakeholder.
Right? But who is the decision maker? The project manager, right? So tell me, should it be Bravo or Charlie?
Bravo.
Bravo, right? It's a technical approach, right? So the team should be empowered, right? Now, the correct answer is B, Bravo. Right? Now, I'm moving forward to the next one. Can we go to next question, 37? Now, what should be the answer of 37? A project manager receives complaints from a project sponsor because of a delay in developing the prototype. The project manager consult the resource management plan and respond that delay was due to lack of knowledge in a specific skill that was needed by a cross-functional project team. How can the project manager perform the task better in the future?
Delta.
Okay.
So this is in future, then option A, alpha.
Right. So again, you know, this is how the project manager this is the question, guys. So, what should be the answer now?
Bravo.
Alpha.
No, see, is it not learning from past experience? So why to think about training, right? For future projects, right? He should have team skilled from the day one, right? Should it be Alpha or Bravo?
Bravo.
Tell me, guys, Alpha or Bravo?
Bravo.
Alpha or Bravo? Guys, Alpha or Bravo?
B, Bravo.
Bravo. It's not Bravo.
But here it is already that was needed by a cross-functional team. Okay.
Yeah, see, the project manager consults the resource management plan and respond that delay was due to lack of knowledge in a specific skill that was needed, right? Now, then this is the issue. But the question is, how can the project manager perform this task better in future, right? Now, see, I'll not pick A because, see, rather than training sessions, right from the day one, we have to have right people in place, right? So that's why I'm removing A, right? Option C, for this small matter, he should not be going to the project sponsor, right? And training will not help. I want the right team from day one in future projects, right? And again, it's not about empowering the team member, right? It's about the missing skills, right? So the correct answer should be B, Bravo. List the required skills for the project, right? Now it's a learning for me. Now it's a learning for me. For every new project, I will list required skills for the project and organize the team based on those skills, right? That's why B is the answer. Tell me, Aditya, what is your learning from this project?
That I need to get the required skills to be organized for
First
the
of
next
all,
project.
I'll precisely write down what all skills I need.
Yeah.
And I will have team organized based on that. So is it a learning or not?
Yes, yes.
Right? And this is the question. That's why B is the answer for this, right? Is that okay? Is that okay? Now, can you try 38? Can you try 38 yourself?
Charlie?
So should it be Charlie, guys? Do we all agree with Charlie?
Yes, Pankaj.
Charlie, right? Now, the next one. A project manager wants to know whether an agile team possesses a good combination of T-shaped skills. What can the project manager measure to determine this, right? A project manager wants to know whether an agile team possesses a good combination of T-shaped skills. What can the project manager measure to determine this? What should be the answer?
Is it Bravo?
D delta.
Alpha.
Alpha.
Now see, what is the benefit of T-shaped skills? Guys, what is the benefit of T-shaped skills? The benefit.
Cross-functional.
Yeah, so, for example, if Aditya feels that, he has to, apart from his Java programming, he has to do some requirement analysis, right? Or something like testing. Now, if the team is T-shaped, which is highly collaborative, will Aditya say, I am a Java programmer and, we need to reassign the testing or business analysis task to somebody else? Or will Aditya do some other things also apart from Java programming?
He can do some other tasks as well.
Right? So, when you talk about reassignment, in a T-shaped skill team, a team with T-shaped skills will be more relying on collaboration, right? And will there be reduction in the reassigned task or not?
Okay.
Will the reassigned task be lesser in a T-shaped skill team or not?
Yes.
Right? The reassigned task will be lesser, right? So the correct answer will be B, Bravo. Now the next one, we have to choose two options. An agile team member solved a problem that had blocked work for several weeks. After release of the software, it appears that the solution caused a function to fail. The quality director demands an explanation. In which two ways should the project manager react?
B and D.
Okay. B is correct.
B and D.
The B.
Bravo and Delta.
You're saying
Alpha.
okay,
Alpha
Bravo
and
is
beta.
absolutely correct. See, Bravo is, there is some, see, obviously, if there is a issue after release, right? If there is an issue after release, then definitely there is a problem with definition of done. Gaps are there. So B is correct. Now, somebody said alpha, somebody said delta. See, definition of ready has nothing to do with it, right? Definition of ready means, whether the user stories are in a state which, so that they can be delivered in the sprint, right? D is wrong. C is wrong. Shouldn't it be alpha and Bravo?
Yes.
Right? It should be alpha and Bravo. Now, what should be the answer of 41st? What should be the answer of 41st, guys?
D.
Scrum. Do we all agree Scrum Master has not worked well here? Do we all agree with Scrum Master, guys? So the answer for 41st is delta. The next one. The product owner's schedule is very busy and he wishes to delegate some of his tasks to experienced agile team. Which task is suitable to delegate to the agile team? So what should be the answer of this? See, what can agile team do? Can they do A?
No.
A is wrong. Plus, first of all, prioritization is based on value, not size. So alpha is incorrect.
Yeah.
Right?
I think answer should be D, delta.
Yes. Add items to the backlog before prioritizing, right? Because the accountability, responsibility of prioritization is product owner. Absolutely. It should be delta, right? The correct answer for 42nd will be delta.
But agile team can select prioritize item from the backlog also, right?
No. So which one you are saying? Select prioritized items for the sprint backlog, right? Now see the question, why? Tell me why this is not an answer. Yes, you're right, Savi. We can do this. A development team, agile team can do this. But why C is not an answer? This is what a development team does, Savi.
Yeah.
But why this is not an answer then?
Oh, it is not a.
See, the question is which task
Is
that belong
suitable.
No. The question is which tasks that belong to product owner can be delegated to developers, to the agile team.
That means one of product owner's task he want to delegate to development.
Yeah. So this is not a product owner's task. Sprint
Okay.
selecting item from the sprint backlog is already a task of a developer, right? Not a task of product. But this is a product owner's. See, to add anything to the product backlog is product owner's job, right? But it can be added to whom? But see, adding items, this can be delegated to team. So the answer is delta. This is actually the task. Forget about delegation. It's a task of a development team. So is it correct now, Savi?
Yes.
Right. So next question. Now, what should be the answer for this? A project is in execution stage and a change in the market pushes the stakeholder to make the due date earlier, right? The project manager rapidly assigns skilled resources to build and establish the team. Which of the following would not be included in the project manager's next step?
Charlie?
No. See, the team is already there.
Yes.
See, the question is what should not be there? What should be not?
Okay, so he should not be required to assess the required skills.
Yes, I'll tell you what. See, the project manager rapidly assigns skilled resources to build and establish the team. Team has been built and skilled resources are assigned, right? Assessment should happen before the team is on board. Now the team is on board. Now the team when the team is on board, he will do B also, he will do C also, he will do a D also, right? After the team is on board, will he follow Bravo, Charlie, and Delta? Yes, he will follow. The only thing that is not required, not included in the next step is this one, A. A is not done to be done. A is already done, right?
Yes.
Right. So the correct answer is A alpha. See, many times, like it happened in some of the questions, all the options may be, in some cases, all the options may be individually correct. But we have to check what is the question. The option which maps or options that map with the questions have to be chosen. Now, can you try 44th? So what should be, it's a relatively simple question. So what should be the answer, guys? It's a relatively simple question. What should be the answer?
Delta.
Alpha or delta?
See, what is the problem? See again. Skills are missing. This is the problem, right? And this is also the problem. This is impact of skills and working on less priority requirement, right?
Alpha.
So yes, alpha, because is training required here in this case or not? Required, right? Because there's a low expertise level. So the correct answer should be alpha. Implement training where necessary and make work requirement more visible for all the team members, right? So the correct answer is A, alpha. Shall we move forward? Now try 45th.
Bravo.
Yes, bravo. Right. So shall we move forward? It's bravo, right? Now, 46th. 46 says a team decides that an agile approach fits the needs of the next phase in their project. Unfortunately, some team members have not had the appropriate agile training. How should the project manager respond to the lack of agile training? How should the project manager respond to the lack of agile training? 46th, what should be the answer?
Delta.
Delta, right? Absolutely. So are we all agreeing to delta? Delta, right?
Yes. Yes, Pankaj, delta.
Now we are going to 47th question now. See, a project team has been efficiently delivering results. The product upgrade they are working on must be released in 3 months, or else a competitor's new product will make theirs obsolete, right? Citing this reason, the product owner makes a sudden request for a feature revision. However, no one on the project team is capable of doing the work. The project sponsor is willing to extend the budget but cannot extend the schedule. What should the project manager do?
It's a crashing, na? Option A.
Yeah, it's crashing, right? Option A. Because see, if you look at this, the project sponsor. Now, if you look at this line, right, when you are given budget to compress the schedule by adding more resources, this is called as crashing, right? So option A is the correct answer. Now, for the next option, there are two choices. Now, let me know what should be the answer for this.
A and B.
Okay. A is okay. A is absolutely a solution. Now, should alpha and Bravo be the answer, or should alpha and delta? Because the work needs to be tracked also.
Yeah, I'm confused between Bravo and Delta.
It should be delta, right? So it should be alpha and delta, right? Now, an agile approach is required during the final phase in the team's project. As the team discusses the phase, some team members disclose that they have not worked with agile before. The deadline is approaching soon. How should the project manager respond? 49.
Delta?
Yes, delta, right? Absolutely, right? It should be delta. Now, the last question, right, for today, 50th. The last question for today. A project has the following characteristic, right? The schedule performance issues occur due to low expertise level of project resource. Junior level resources are not completing tasks in timely manner. Highly experienced resource report that their junior colleagues are performing unnecessary tasks. In what two ways can project manager enhance the performance of the team? Now there is a E option also, so I'll show E also here.
B and E.
Okay, echo is correct in this situation.
Charlie and Echo.
See, Charlie.
Charlie and Echo should be the answer. Right? It should be Charlie and Echo. Right?
Why not B?
See, if you look at this question, the question says this. The schedule performance issue occurs due to low expertise levels of project resources. Junior resources are not completing the task in timely manner. Highly experienced resources report that their junior colleagues are performing unnecessary tasks, right? Now, see, so the issues are clear to you?
Training is required for
right?
junior.
Yes.
So if I look at this, work collaboratively with the team to design training and checklists for the task completion aligned with the project goals, right? Is it more effective than this? See, when I say implement a whole team training program to address it's not about whole training. Do we have to train everyone or some specific resources on specific skills?
Specific skills, and it's a time consuming and a cost consuming process.
So C, Charlie, right? Can I say C, Charlie?
Yes.
Right? And then Echo also makes sense. Set up a mentoring session within the team so that experienced resources can, right? So it should be Charlie and Echo, right? Is it fine?
Yeah.
Now we'll discuss another topic, which is organization types. Right? Now, instead of opening the presentation, can I discuss it on a notepad? Now we are discussing a topic which may not be very relevant. It's there in your content, so that's why I'm doing it. In exam, you don't see questions on this a lot now. Charu, are you there? Because you asked a question on this on WhatsApp. Charu, are you there? I think Charu is not there, but she was the one who asked me this. Yeah, she's not there. Now, see, when you talk about organization types with reference to project management, right? An organization type can be a functional organization. Right? Matrix. Now, within matrix, it can be a weak, right? It can be a balanced. It can be a strong matrix. And it can be a projectized organization. Now, and sometimes in some situations, you see flavor of all, right, which is composite. Now, let's study them briefly. Now, what is a functional organization? Right? What do you think? See, as the name suggests, what is a functional organization, guys? Can you answer based on the name? Right? See, small organizations, right? Small organizations which are driven primarily based on the functional departments, right? The number of projects are very less, right? The projects are very less, or even if projects are there, it will be the role of a project manager will not be very important there, right? Now tell me, if in a very small organization, if a project comes, who will manage the budget and schedule for the project? A functional manager or not? Tell me. Guys, in a small organization where there are some functional departments, if a which is more driven by operational performance, if there is a project, a small project that has to be deployed, for example, let's say 15 systems have to be deployed, or a server has to be deployed. Now, in this case, the budget will be managed by the functional manager. The schedule will be managed by the functional manager. He will ask someone to play the role of a project manager, right? The role of the project manager would be to track the performance of the resources and to monitor the performance of the project, or if required, coordinate across various departments or various resources, right? And get the project done on time. This will be the role of a project manager in functional organization. Now tell me, is it it's a full-fledged project management role, or it's more like a coordinator? Yeah, Anil, question.
Yes, sir. So if you are referring this a functional organization, it means it's a non-IT companies usually?
Not necessarily. Even in non-IT companies also, there are huge, big projects, right, Anil? So very small companies, right?
Okay.
Now in functional organization, the budget, right, the schedule the decision maker will be a functional manager, right?
Okay.
A project manager will be simply, creating a schedule as per the timelines given by the project manager. He will be monitoring and tracking track the progress, or some bit of human resource management, right? In fact, the role of a project manager is more like a expediter or a project coordinator. Now, have you seen project managers, right? Have you seen project managers, right, who doesn't know anything about budget, who have no idea about, who says that, when they join the project, they get the team, right? They get the team, they get the budget, they get the delivery deadlines. Now these project managers have to simply create a MPP or a Gantt chart, and they have to monitor and track the project. They might be updating issue register and the risk register also, right? Such project managers, are they full-fledged project managers or simply coordinators, guys?
It's a simple coordinator.
They might be designated as a project manager, but in terms of project management role, it is a coordinator role, right? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right. Now, matrix. Now, see, matrix will have, in matrix, there is a functional manager's role and there is a operational project managers, right? In a matrix organization, both there will be a participation from both functional as well as, right, as well as the project manager, right? Now, a weak matrix, right? In the weak matrix, who is the decision maker? The functional manager. Right? And the role of a project manager is more like a coordinator.
So this project coordinator is also called as a project associate.
See, in organizations, sometimes they may be designated as a project associate, right? They might be called as a project manager also, or an associate project manager also. You have to map it to the role given. See, don't go by titles, right? A title can be senior project manager, but are you owner of the budget of the project? Have you decided the budget? You have to see all these things, right? Then there is a balance matrix. Now, in the balance matrix, right, the real project manager, right? You see, in fact, I should rather not use the word project manager, project coordinator only, right? Now, balance matrix is a matrix where a functional manager and project manager have equal authority. Is that okay? Now, it is, in the balance matrix, they both are responsible, right? Accountable for the success and failure of the project, right? Now, it's a balance matrix onwards when you see actually project manager title. Actually, the real project manager starts from here onwards, right? Now, in strong matrix, right, you have both functional manager and the project manager, but who has higher authority? Has a bigger authority, has more authority than the functional manager. Now tell me, in a strong matrix, right? In a strong matrix, can a project manager overrule the decision of a functional manager?
Yes.
Yes, right? In a strong matrix, project manager can overrule the decision of a functional manager.
Course.
But
Yes.
in a weak matrix, can he?
No.
No. And in balanced matrix, it's a joint one, right? Is that okay?
Yes. Yes.
Now, just a question, before we talk about projectize and organization, some questions about right designing. Now, tell me, if a project is very big, let's say, spanning more than a year, and it has a very good amount of budget, the value is good, and the project is spanning up more than 1 year. It's a big complex project. Now for a big complex project, will you prefer to have a strong matrix or a weak matrix?
No, the weak matrix.
See, I'll tell you, Imbalo, the problem with a weak matrix, see, suppose, Imbalo, you are a project manager in a weak matrix, right? Now, now, suppose you are given a resource A, right? Now, despite the fact you have been given a resource A by functional manager, who will have more authority? The functional manager will have more authority on the resource.
Yes, of course.
If he withdraws the resource, who will be at trouble?
It's weak.
Right? You will be in trouble or not?
I will.
Yeah. Now, whereas in strong matrix, once a resource is allocated to Imbalo as a project manager, right? The resource reports to Imbalo only. Imbalo has complete authority on the resource. Nobody can take away that resource without permission of Imbalo. Right, Imbalo?
Yes, of course.
So for big complex project, the better option is what? A strong matrix.
Okay.
Right. So for any big complex project, project manager should be given some authority on the team, right? If the team is given to him, nobody should be able to take him back.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, right? Of course.
Right. But however, if there is a weak matrix, if there is a, sometimes, you have small projects. Small projects come and go. In that case, the project team will change. Teams will change, the work will change, right? So in that case, for small projects, it's better to have a functional manager, right, who has more authority on the resources than project coordinator, right?
Yes.
Now, balance matrix, the functioning of balance matrix, depends upon, the understanding, right? For example, in strong matrix, if there is a conflict between project manager and the functional manager, see, project manager has a more authority, right? If there's a resource conflict, project manager can overrule functional manager, right? In the balance matrix, if there's a conflict, it has to be escalated. Both have equal, right, authority. In weak matrix, the functional manager can overrule the project manager, right? Now, there is a third category of organization, which is projectized, right? Now, have you seen organizations that have only projects? You might have seen some organizations that are driven by projects only, right? When one of the project is over, right? When one of the project is over, right, the other starts, right? So what happens to the people, again, in projectized organization, the role of project manager is important, right? But what happens if the project is over, the team is on bench, right? And they have to wait till the other project comes. If the other project doesn't come, they might be fired also, right? So such organizations that are totally project-based are projectized. Now tell me, when you talk about any big organization, so in a very big organization like TCS or HCL or any big organization, right? Deloitte, McKinsey, will you see any particular type of organization, or you will see some projects being run in functional mode, some in matrix, some weak matrix, some in balance, some in strong, some maybe in projectized mode? Can you see the flavor of each of the organization structure or not?
Yes.
Right. So such organizations are composite. For example, I have seen in many big organizations, right, small projects being run in weak matrix mode, where functional manager is in charge, has a more authority, right, than the project coordinator. You may have some big projects which are going in strong matrix mode, where project manager has a complete authority, right? So these are the different types of organization types with respect to projects, right? But again, right design, choosing right type of organization structure based on the project is important, right? Now, that's all we have for today. Now, an important direction to all of you guys. Have you started working on your PMI application? Have you started PMI application? Because, you know, we have to appear in the PMP exam now.
So before that, do we need Pankaj the license key also?
Yes, that's okay. But at least have you created an account on PMI website?
No, not yet. I have it.
So the first step, again, you know, I'm just typing here. The first step is, you have to create an account on PMI website.
I have account.
Right, you have an account, right? The second step is, you know, can I show you?
Yes.
Right, so the only issue is, you know, in my case, since I am on PMP certified, I'll not be able to see certain screens, right? You know, Imbalo, you have an account, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so
Yes.
are you attending this on laptop or on mobile?
In the phone, in the mobile now.
No, you're in mobile. Oh. So is there anybody on laptop? And
yes,
right? Yeah. Okay. So Anil, you have a PMI account?
Still not created.
Okay. Anybody who has created PMI account and is on laptop? No.
I have logged in, Pankaj.
So you have logged in. So what you can do is, can you share your screen?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Is this?
No. PMI actual PMI website.
Okay, no, I was logged into PMI Expert.
No, PMI.org. Have you created an account over there?
Not there yet.
Anybody else who has created an account, right? Or else I'll do what? I'll show my account then, because, you know, you'll not be able to see everything from there. Now, see, I'm just sharing my. Now, this
I
is
have
what
logged in to pmi.org.
Okay, good. So, you know, can you share your screen?
Yeah. This one, Pankaj?
Yeah. Now, Aditya, can you go to certificate? See, after you have created a login, Aditya has already created. It's free of cost. Anybody can create. Now, the second step is you have to go to certification. Can you see certification link, guys?
Yes,
now,
Pankaj.
in the certification link, can you select PMP?
PMP.
Right now, there is a button called as apply. Right, this screen will come. You know, go to apply button. Now, can you see apply for your PMP? Click this. Now, you have done your this thing, you know, you have put your, now can you go down? So I think you did it. So you know, in this, now in this professional education, right, you can write PMI authorized PMP exam prep, right? Your education, right? And the dates, and just go to continue experience now. Then you click the button continue experience, right? Now go down. Now here you have to write project title. right? Organization,
Pankaj,
job title.
can you show once on your screen, because
Just
couple of steps Aditya already completed.
in my screen.
Yeah.
No, see, in my screen, these things, these screens will not come.
Okay.
Why? Because I am already PMP certified. So in my case, the dashboard will be simply, wiped out. Now, Aditya, go back. We'll show some of the steps that you have done. See, Aditya selected after applying for PMP. This is the first screen Aditya will arrive at, and in the first screen you have to put your education. Now, Aditya has put academic education, which is the master's degree, right? And then he has also put the professional education, which he has done with us, right? And then he has to do continue. Aditya, can you do continue? Right. When you do continue, then you have to put your experience. Can you scroll down on Aditya? Right. For example, Aditya can write project title. Aditya, write any project title here. Right. Aditya can write organization. Right. Now, Aditya can put job title, right? Aditya can put functional reporting area, right?
PMO, I was a part of PMO.
Now, selected organization, primary focus, right? Right. Approach, right? He can select any of the approach you've used, agile or hybrid or waterfall. So agile has used hybrid. So Aditya has used agile. So 20. Project budget is.
This is tentative I'm putting.
Yeah. You can change later on, right? I mean, just show. And then you have to put project dates. You can put tentative dates right now.
So this is like ongoing type of project. So I can put June 2023.
And then then Aditya has to put then you all have to put actually experience summary, right, of 200 to 500 words. Now see, I'll be sharing the experience summary on WhatsApp group, right? You don't copy it as is, right? You can do a smart copy pasting. You can modify the language, right? And you have to do save experience. That's it.
So is this going to be validated by somebody else?
See, they take 5 days to review and approve. So it's not very thoroughly validated. It's okay.
Is this the registration process?
This is the application process. Registration is simply, you can simply create a login ID.
Okay. So this is application.
Yeah, but I think we should do it by next weekend.
Okay.
Yes or no?
Correct.
So we need to do it in chronologically reverse order, right?
Yeah. So let's do one thing, because a lot of people are about to appear in the exam, right? So start building your application. We can be on touch during the weekdays also, right? And we'll catch up next weekend now for rest of the clone questions.
On same time?
Same time. Let's keep it same time. Let's keep it one day a week only, Sunday now, because we are practicing questions.
So, Pankaj, my question is, once we complete this application here by filling, so how much? How many? After a couple of months, can we give this exam?
See, first of all, you complete this application, share it with me for review.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
After submission, after the approval has come, you have 1 full year.
Okay.
Right? If suppose in 12 months you are not able to give, you can talk to PMI and ask for some extension also.
Okay.
But in the market,
but before exam, it should be reviewed, right?
Yes, obviously. No, they approve it. So it's not a big issue.
So how it will be sent to for approval from PMI? Like
no, just click a submit button. There's a last screen. When you put your experience, save experience, there's a submit. The last screen will come. You can just submit button.
Okay, so
everything is
and
online.
Yeah, Pankaj, what does this mean? Like a project description means? here.
You write what is your role in the project, right? For example, write project goal. For example, implementing, right, ERP across all the divisions, right, in a 12 in the period of within 12 months, right, with the budget of this can be your goal. And then what was your role? Did you create project charter? Did you create work breakdown structure? Did you create, communication or how you collaborated? How did you manage issues and risk in the project? Describe that.
What are these like methodology, hybrid, project team size? Like
See,
that is, I mean, is this something like which we are currently handling?
See, can you click that drop down, Aditya?
Which one, Pankaj?
With the methodology one.
Okay.
See, we learned agile, we learned traditional, and we learn a combination of all hybrid, right? So they're asking you, was your project based on traditional, agile, or hybrid?
Okay.
That's it. Right? Some people might write waterfall also. Some people might write agile, and some people might write hybrid.
Okay. And where to use that license key which you will provide?
No, that is different. See, license key will be a different side. Plus, first, complete this, then I'll provide you the license key.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
Got it.
But don't submit it without a license key.
Okay. So once we're done, we have to review with you, right?
Right. Yes.
And Pankaj will be sharing the project description as well.
Yes, I'll be sharing the project description on the WhatsApp group, right? You can modify around that.
Yeah.
And Pankaj, please don't forget to send those templates
promise.
which
I'll send it.
On my email ID.
Yes, I'll send it.
Yeah, thank
promise. Now, please, don't, you have to be slightly more proactive for this, right? So please complete your application. Fine.
Yes, Pankaj.
But in my case, I already feel those things.
Say that again.
In my case, I already feel this.
You already feel. So just share your login. I'll review and update.
Yes, I have shared it before. I shared.
Okay. So you have shared your login. So I'll check, review, and submit it.
Pankaj, any time limitation to complete this application?
No. See, it will unnecessarily delay your goal, right? Because without this application approval, you can't appear in the exam.
Yeah, correct.
So you have to do this, right?
Okay, fine. Thank you.
So guys, are we meeting next week, Sunday, same time? And I hope you will complete the application by then.
Sunday or Saturday, Pankaj? Only on Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday will be good. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.